Do you want to know what one of the most underrated features of the Switch 2, and actually by extension the original Switch as well, is? This will sound silly because it's such a basic feature of the console, but one that people absolutely do not talk about enough, and it's actually the Joy-Cons. Now, it depends entirely on what kinds of games you play. I wouldn't be doing this for anything with any kind of competitive play, but for JRPGs, cozy games, or anything turn-based, I love being able to be an absolute slouch and play games with my hands separated from one another. The way I've grown up, I'm like the opposite to a mouse and keyboard player traditionally. I've grown up with consoles and handhelds my whole life, and I'm much more likely to play a game on my sofa or even in bed than I am at my desk, and I know for a fact that I'm not alone in this. So with the Switch 2, having bigger Joy-Cons and a much better connection with them makes this experience a lot nicer than it did with the original Switch. I had a fair few issues with the original one where the Joy-Con button presses wouldn't quite register all the time, which was certainly annoying. But with the Switch 2, and I'm not saying anyone else needs to do this, but for science's sake, I have put the Joy-Cons behind my back and left the room and had no issues with inputs either being delayed or just not registering. There's not many consoles out there that can really replicate this. Well, there is one, but I don't own one currently. Lenovo, if you're watching, just saying. And to some people this might be totally meaningless, but for lazy buggers like me who just want to be as comfortable playing their games as possible, I just thought I'd remind people that one of the primary functions of the Switch 2 and even the original Switch is actually still pretty awesome.